Hello and thanks for your interest in Combined Consumer Portal. We're about to begin the demonstration. I just wanted to give you a quick agenda of what we're going to accomplish in this webinar today. Basically, we're going to talk about Combined Consumer Portal. That's the link that you're excited about putting on your website to give you more opportunity to sell more business for those business prospects who are going to your website today. So we're going to talk in detail about that. I'm going to show you all the screens as well and tell you exactly how it works. The other thing we'll talk about briefly would be our commercial comparative rater, Agent Direct Express, that comes with Combined Consumer Portal. We're making this offer especially just for you. That's $150 a month value that we're throwing in with your subscription to Combined Consumer Portal. As far as the pricing is concerned for Combined Consumer Portal, it is a subscription, a monthly subscription, and we'll talk more about that at the end of the webinar as well. Your next steps, we're going to talk about that and how you sign up. A very simple process, and so right now we'll just dig right into the content.
So what we're going to do when you join Combined Group Insurance Services is we're going to assign your agency a unique and specific URL. I've highlighted on the screen there, it starts with ccpforyou.com, and then there's a random 6-character string at the end. That random string is going to represent your agency. There won't be any other agents that have that URL. The reason we do that is we want to make sure you get paid for every single policy that you write this way, and it's assigned to your agency. So we teach there's basically 3 things you can do with this web address. A, you could put a button, a section, a link on your consumer-facing website. So you could get with your web developer and design something that fits your needs, that fits your website, that links to the link, which is the consumer portal. Your customer goes in, your business prospect, they can do a quote and actually order the policy online. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented in the small commercial arena, and I'm excited to offer this product to you today from your website directly to your customer. The second way you can use it is with social media. So you could take that link and you could paste it into social media like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can solicit business directly to your business customers. And then the third thing you can do with it, and this is where we're seeing a real paradigm shift in the industry, is you could study the appetite of this product and then you could offer it in an email. So if you do email blast, if your customer calls in, the old way of doing business is your customer would call in and you would have to manually quote it, you would have to consult, you would have to collect the money, you would have to send the policy. By the time you do all that, you've lost money on a $350 general liability quote. Now we're giving you a different way to do business. It's very efficient. You can study the appetite. If someone calls your office, they say, yes, I need insurance. You could check against your appetite for this product, and then you could send them an email and just tell them you're going to do that, and they can click the link. They can fill out the application online. They can get a quote at the end of the process, and then they can purchase the policy with a credit card or debit card, and you're done. And it really is that simple. So where it says your agency name at the top of this screen, that's where it's going to say, obviously, your agency name. And then down at the bottom, there's a 60-second video, which is a small guide to small business insurance. And then the professions that we cover. So we'll go over that in just a second. I did want to mention, however, down at the very bottom, this does say in small letters, which is the legal disclaimer, powered by Combined Group Insurance Services. Policies are underwritten by Hiscox. So Hiscox is the partnering carrier. So you're accessing that market through Combined Group Insurance Services. Just know that every policy you write through this system, we're going to pay you a commission of 10% for new business and 10% for renewal business. So if you're not familiar with the appetite, maybe you already are, just want to show you a few things that they do. You'll see lawn care services on the screen there, landscaping, gardening services. You'll see painting. You'll see plumbing. So quite a few contractors, offices, retail, anything that you can think of there is just about going to be offered now. That's a very nice way of doing business. And then the insurance products will show what's available. It's going to be professional liability, general liability, and business owner's policy. And then if they want to do or look at some customer reviews, certainly they could do that as well. So let's just again pretend that we're your business prospect. We've come in from your website. We're on this landing page that has your name at the top. Let's say that I'm in Texas and I'm a photographer and I just want to do a quote. So I click get a quote, and what we're going to do is we're going to portal the user directly into Hiscox's consumer quoting system, where they'll have the option to select what they want to quote. So we're showing them general professional liability, general liability, and business owner's policy. So we just select whatever we want to quote, giving them a little bit of education underneath each section. And so just to keep it simple here for the demo, I'm going to do a quick general liability quote. Just know that there's a couple pieces of information that we've passed to Hiscox at this point. And it's all in hidden data. You don't see it, but it's behind the scenes. A, this is coming from your agency. B, through Combined Group. And that's how we know who to give credit to for the sale. So this is just the basic business information. We'll say we don't have a policy. We'll make it effective for the end of the month. Click continue. Estimated payroll, estimated gross sales, no vehicles. So I did want to mention too, maybe you noticed that there is a phone number on the screens. Anytime a business user calls for help, they're going to call Hiscox, and Hiscox is going to know it's coming from your agency. Remember, the information's in there because we assign a unique URL, which we partnered with Hiscox to do this, and because we've assigned a unique URL, Hiscox knows that this is coming through your agency, so you still get credit for it. And Hiscox will help the user and actually try to sell the policy over the telephone to the user as well. So here you can see there's two types of payments, monthly payment or one annual payment. The quote is already finished here. The annual payment is $350, and then we'll show what's included in the gray section in that quote. So the user could study this, and then they can customize it to meet their own needs. For example, if they needed a $2 million occurrence limit, they could do that. There is no deductible on this. If they wanted to include business personal property, maybe I'm a photographer and I have $20,000 worth of camera equipment, I could do that. And then we do a really nice job of cross-selling as well. So this says customers like you also bought these products. So we're trying to cross-sell professional liability and business owners if they need that. And then I click recalculate. And when I click recalculate, it's going to recalculate on the screen and give me a new quote. So you'll see that the premium went up to $710 there. And then when I'm ready, I just click, I have read and agree, and then I click continue. And again, keep in mind that this is your business prospect doing this, not you. So it's saving you a great deal of time. And then I click, I have read the information below and confirm it is correct. And then I click continue. And then I just select, how do I want to pay? Monthly payments or one single annual payment? Let's say I select annual payment. Either way, it's going to go to the credit card, debit card screen. I'm going to enter that information and click make payment and buy, and I'm done. What a simple way of doing business directly from your website. So when I do click make payment and buy, the system's going to send your business customer an email with the policy attached, and your office is going to be carbon copied on that email. And that's how you know you've written a new policy. Also wanted to mention that if your customer starts a quote and doesn't finish it, or finishes a quote and doesn't purchase the policy, you're going to get from Hiscox what's called a quote reminder email. This allows you to let you know, or this lets you know that someone's been on your website and gives you the opportunity to follow up with them if you so choose to do that. So all of this is service center type business, so the customer can work directly with Hiscox on everything: cancellations, reinstatements, endorsements, certificates of insurance, everything. By the way, when they order the policy, that initial email is also going to contain the certificate of insurance as well. So all of it's service center type business. There are a few agents that don't want that. They want their customer calling the agent, and that's a pretty simple process as well. If you like doing business that way, you can just call your customer when you receive the policy, thank them for the business, and tell them to call you if they have any changes at all, and then you can call Hiscox on their behalf and just tell the Hiscox who you are, and they'll look up the policy and make any requested changes that way as well. So again, for every policy you write this way, we're going to pay you 10% commission for new business and 10% commission for renewal business. So we also mentioned that this product, because you're getting the promotion, comes with Agent Direct Express, our commercial comparative rater. So I just wanted to spend just a second to talk about that. And then at the very end here, we'll also talk about the subscription pricing. So what you're looking at here is our commercial comparative rater, and just imagine that I've already gone through the application, entered the building information, gone through the eligibility questions, entered the building information. This is important for rating. I selected my default coverages. It usually takes about 8 to 10 minutes to go through a single interview, really about the same amount of time it would take you to go to one carrier website to get one quote. Basically, you can come to Agent Direct Express and get multiple quotes in real time in the same amount of time. It's an amazing piece of software. So once you get to the summary screen, what we do is we package up the information, we send it out to all the carriers at the same time in real time, and then they send that data back to us and we display it on this screen, which we call the premium summary screen. So over on the left, you'll see the carrier. The second column, you'll see the lines of business. So if you have a Hartford direct appointment, you can also get property and general liability with the BOP quote. And through Combined Group, you'll also get the general liability quote along with the BOP quote if it's available. We'll show the amount of the premium. Basically, two things happen when you see a premium on the screen. A, if you have a direct appointment with the carrier, that quote now exists in the carrier system. That's a beautiful thing. It means you do not have to re-enter the quote. It has already been bridged there. The second thing that happens when you see a quote on this screen is if the carrier reserves the market. For example, I know CNA does here for this $554 quote. So this customer, Dunn & Associates, that I see in the header there, cannot go down the street to a different agency and get a quote because you've blocked the market with this single entry as well. In this example, everything in green would be your direct appointment. Everything in gray would be markets that you're accessing through Combined Group. So your screen may look completely different than this screen. We'll know that after we do the setup process. But again, everything in green is your direct appointment. By the way, you keep 100% of your commissions and your contingency plans with your carriers. You're just using our software to process your quotes in an efficient manner. So Combined Group offers markets to 4 of the 7 carriers that you see on the screen there. I've just highlighted those in gray. That's going to be Star, MetLife, Hiscox, and CNA. So again, the beautiful thing is with a single entry, you're quoting your direct appointments and you're accessing Combined Group markets all at the same time. So if you do not have a Hartford direct appointment, you would not get a quote through this system because Combined Group does not have a direct appointment with the Hartford. So hopefully all of this makes good sense to you. If not, you can always replay the video again. And then on the right side, we give you the opportunity to view quote proposals. Again, if it's a Combined Group quote, we're going to show you the Combined Group quote proposal on the screen. And then if it's your direct appointment, we'll show you your carrier direct appointment on the screen as well. And then if you do have a direct appointment, we give you the ability to link directly to the carrier. If we can, we'll automatically log you in. You just find that quote and you process it in the carrier system. What do I mean by that? If you want to do credits or debits, do that in the carrier system. If you want to request binding coverage, you're going to do that in the carrier system. Again, the great news is you do not have to re-enter the data. If it's a combined group quote, if it's Hiscox, you can actually issue that policy online just by clicking the issue policy button. You do not have to send it to us. Again, another beautiful way of doing business through combined group. You just go through the screens and you enter your customer's credit card or debit card information, click make payment and buy, and the policy is emailed to them. For the other carriers, it is a request option, binder request option. In this case, CNA would be an example where when you click that button, you'll download a packet. You'll complete the packet and you'll send it into our underwriting department where they will review it. So again, this is Agent Direct Express, and thanks again for watching the webinar.
Thanks again for staying online to watch the demonstration. Your subscription comes with three things. A combined consumer portal, that's the product that we initially showed you. It gives you the opportunity to sell commercial insurance directly to your business prospects. The second thing that it comes with is Agent Direct Express. That's our commercial comparative rater. And then the third thing that it comes with is you're going to get access to all the markets that Combined Group has in the states that you're licensed to do business in. Great news is that if you are looking for a market, you simply email us your apps and we will in turn shop our markets for you and send you the best quote that we can get for you. The subscription is $130 a month if you act now before the offer expires. Otherwise, it's $150 a month. The good news is there is no long-term commitment. Basically, you can cancel at any time as long as you give us a 30-day notice. The only thing that you have to lose is not giving this a try. Click sign up now just below.